the sun light in my lap, I sang a hymn to bring me peace, and then it came a melody. It felt so sweet, it felt so strong, it made me feel like I belonged, and all the sadness inside me melted away like I was free. I found what I was looking for in myself, found a life worth living for someone else. Never thought that I could be happy, so happy. The timing of this song really trips me up, honestly, because there's no like metronome, no drums, and that always makes singing a song harder. I don't have a very long time to record this video, so I need to start as soon as possible. So hi, I'm Micah. Hi Menaces, welcome back to my channel, and let's talk about why I gave up on my goals, but I'm happier now. While I'm looking for the document, I should tell you immediately what value this video has to you. I feel like YouTube and the internet, it's all about productivity, goal setting, plans, vision boards, and sticking to whatever it is you say that you're going to do. Putting in those hours, and hustle culture is big, rise and grind culture, and just productivity and working hard. They're very big things on the internet right now. Because so many people are trying to be entrepreneurs now, because as you know, multiple streams of income is the way moving forward. That's how you want to live, period. But I feel like, dog, do you hate me? I feel like you can end up sticking to things in the pursuit of multiple streams of income and productivity, sticking to things that no longer suit you and no longer make you happy for the sake of being somebody who sticks to things. Like I'm dependable. Like dependability is important, but when it comes to your goals and the things that you want to do, you can switch your mind like that. Okay, that's the freedom you have as an entrepreneur, especially if you don't have people working under you. Shut up, because you're not disrupting anybody's life by saying, I don't want to do this anymore. That is the freedom that I have as an artist, as a creative entrepreneur, and I'm going to exercise it. And I think that it would be beneficial, not just to creative entrepreneurs, not just to entrepreneurs, but to people, knowing that you can say, I don't want to do this anymore. I've changed, So, what were my goals? I had two goals that I wanted to achieve in the first half of this year. I wanted to write a book, and I wanted my first album to be a loose soundtrack based on the themes and chapters in that book. Those are the two goals that I gave up on, that I'm tossing out, that I'm setting on fire, over and done with. Why did I give up on them, you ask? I wrote a list. 1. Cultural and societal events. I have to explain what my book and what my album was going to be about in order for that to be relevant. Life changed. Black Lives Matter happened, a lot of stories of police brutality came out, and my book was gonna be a kind of critique on the left, the sad stories that can exist within families that have leftist ideals. And that is what my book was going to explore. I was attempting to expand the perspective of people in the left and also introducing opinions of people in the moderate right, not the far right. We're not going all the way over there, the far right, but the moderate right and, the light right, But after all those things that happened this year, like COVID and, killings, it didn't feel right. And I knew it didn't feel right when I had to change my lead single for the album. There's this term called woke Olympics, and it was gonna be a sarcastic song about the performative wokeness that does exist within the left community, whether you want to admit it or not. There's performative wokeness up in there, and I do this and I do that and blah blah blah. I was gonna make fun of that. But because of all this stuff that happened, I didn't feel right singing about that. So I changed this song to be more about like, welcome to the revolution that has to occur, because there were a lot of protests going on as well. So I wanted to make it more of like a protest anthem and like a standing up for your rights and yourself kind of anthem. And that felt more in line with my values, because while I do I will criticize a lot of the things that go on the left. I felt like it became very me versus you, and I had to stand with the people that I 63% agree with, you know? I couldn't not stand with them, because every time something like the importance of Black lives come up, all lives just has to follow it. Like, it just has to follow it, because some adults do not have common sense, and they do not have the ability to rationalize things, and they just get mad when conversations are not about them. So I could not write a book trying to defend those people. I couldn't make an album trying to talk about the complexities of Trump supporters. Like, while I believe that everybody's complex, I'm not going to make a book about that. I can't make a book about that side when there are too many people on that side that are just like, I don't know, truth deniers? I don't know what to call it. Either way, I felt uncomfortable because of cultural and societal events, and I didn't feel comfortable expanding and opening up that conversation when I felt rejected by the people who I was trying to humanize, essentially. Another reason why I gave up on that book and that album is because I don't feel connected to the identity of the story and the character, the main character within the story. Because let's be honest, sometimes books are projections of who we are and what we think and desires that we wish we got satisfied. This character was young, he was my age. No, he was not. This guy, you see how he's so linked to me? I think I'm an 18-year-old when, honey, you're 23, shut up. But he was 18. His personality was literally just me speaking through him. And it was a lot of wish fulfillment, and it was me wishing that my teenage years went a specific way, and that, you know, you end up getting that person that you always had a crush on, or that the perfect gorgeous person with, you know, the chill personality. It was a lot of wish fulfillment, and I think it was the last step of me getting rid of my adolescence. And I think that by doing away with it, I'm doing away with my adolescence. I don't need to heal those wounds anymore. I don't need to fill in any void. I'm happy. I'm good. Of course, there are things I want to change, and they are changing, and they will change, but I'm good now. I'm an adult now. I don't need to chase walking down the high school hallway in slow motion while everybody thinks he's so hot. Oh my gosh. That's clown shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's I'm above it. It's above me. I'm above it. I'm too old now, and I don't need to write a book trying to live vicariously through the main character and do all the things that I wish I did and have the fun 18 to 21 years that I wish I had. It's over, and I enjoy your 20s. Essentially, enjoy the now. So I don't identify with the story anymore in that regard. And some of the characters, like, my favorite character was based off of somebody on YouTube, and I really wanted to support that person, but she rubbed me the wrong way. I'm not gonna say anything about her identity, but she rubbed me the wrong way, and she doesn't talk about the issues that I wish she would talk about. She just stays radio silent because of the alt-right people that follow her that she wants to appease. Anyway, so my identity and my ideals don't align with the story anymore. Finally, a loss of passion and interest. It is okay to not be interested in something anymore. It's okay not to care about something anymore. I felt like that was always a weakness of mine, in terms of, oh, you're so spontaneous, you're always moving from one thing to the next without focusing, without caring, without, you know, digging your heels in and trying, because that's the message that people try to sell us. Like, you have to work extremely hard and hate what you're doing because that makes it worth it in the end. No, I reject that in the name of Jesus. I reject that in the name of the universe. Something that you're doing does not have to feel disgusting, in terms of you are kind of forcing yourself to do it because you just want to tick a complete. No, the album, I lost passion, I lost interest, and I lost interest in the message of it, in the voice of it, the tone of it. It's so sad, and it's talking about, you know, embracing these shades of gray in life, but I don't want gray and black and white in my life anymore. With colorful, blue, pink, red, yellow, that's what I want my music to sound like, and that's what I want my voice to sound like. Something that makes people feel good. I don't want to always have to be, not negative, the word is not negative, but it's like overcomplicating things. Why can't life be beautiful and pure and simple sometimes? Why can't music about that be seen as valuable and not overly saccharine? If I want to be saccharine, I'll be saccharine. I'm not afraid to be sweet and cutesy and happy. Don't be afraid of that. So I lost interest and I lost passion because it no longer aligns with who I am, the message that I want to put onto the world, and culture has changed. But this wasn't just a case of I'm giving up on my goals and I don't want to do anything and I want to be a bum and I just want to couch surf. I don't want to do shite. It's not a case of that. When you give up goals, you make way for new goals and better goals, goals that are more suited to who you are today and who are you more likely to be next week. Let's read the new goals that I have. Making an album, perhaps on the shorter side, with happier music, happy, dancey, not all of them, but a lot of them, dancey music. I love to dance, I love to listen to happy music that makes me feel good. Why aren't I writing what I like to listen to? Why is it just sad shite? About being a victim, never being chosen in love, dark thoughts. Why can't I be the victorious protagonist? Why do I always have to be the sad protagonist? The one who can't get what she wants. I also am focusing now on growing my YouTube channel. I'm taking it in a completely different direction. I'm making a lot more sit down, look at his armpit. I'm making a lot more sit down based content where I'm sharing my story and I'm sharing who I am. Of course, I'm including music. If you saw the cover of Marina and the Diamonds, Happy, in the beginning of this video. And I'm also including music into my videos. So I'm telling you a story and I'm telling you a song that tells the story for me as well. And I think that that's a smart way of including my passion for music, progression of a future pop star. It's a smart way of including that on my channel and in my videos without being overbearing. I'm not getting the views that I used to get and I'm learning to not give a France. If you don't like the videos and the video styles, it's not for you and I'm not for you. And that is perfectly fine. It is okay to not be for some people. I'm over it. I've been on this platform for way too long to give a France. If I get 16 views today, that could change in an instant. Numbers go up, numbers go down. That's just what numbers do. And I imagine and I see the numbers going up astronomically, and it's not because I had the best camera and it's not because I had the best angles, it's because I was real and I was me and I'm sharing a journey that people can follow and be interested in. Period. That is a better goal than having 85,000 empty ass views. I've had a lot of empty ass views with people who comment on one video and never return. I'm over them. I'm over it and I'm not making content for you. I'm making happy, inspirational, fun content. I'm showing my journey, the ups and the downs, for whoever wants to see it. The final goal of mine that I'm focusing on right now is I want to travel. I want to meet my adorable little nephew before he can speak English entirely. Please. I would like to meet him when he still says dada, mama. Please. And that's something I want to focus on. So whatever income I do get, I want to put aside some of that so that I can meet him potentially, before he's 4. Like if COVID would allow such a thing, if the visa office would accept me. I want to travel and not just travel to meet my adorable nephew who I love, but also travel to places that I want to be, to grow as a person, to speak Spanish, Yo quiero hablar español con latinos. That's I want to speak Spanish with Latinos, with Latin people, to strengthen my command of the language. Traveling within my country, Trinidad, I just want to have that freedom. And that is another goal of mine, freedom. So if you take away anything from this video, it's just do away with the old shite. I had other goals too, like getting 1,000 fans on Instagram by the end of June. That didn't happen. Oh gosh, whatever. Getting an official Spotify playlist, that didn't happen. It hasn't happened for years. Oh gosh, nobody cares. Period. Okay, these things are vanity. And yes, they can affect your bag in a very positive way. And I'll still be proud of myself when I achieve those things. But you are low on the list. Ground level. I'm evolving. Okay? I'm transcending these things. My Instagram will be popping when it needs to be popping, I'm working on it. But I think I need to know who I am a little bit better in terms of how I dress and how I look for her to improve. It's also about reordering your goals to be happier, not just getting rid of them completely. Reorder them. Make some things more important and make some things less important. Also, keep a gratitude journal. I forgot to write in mine, so I need to write in mine after this because it's almost 12 and I like to write in it before the day ends. Do that. That's one bonus tip for you guys. Keep a gratitude journal. Some goals you give up on, sometimes you have to switch up the order. and just see how your happiness changes. I feel a lot better, and this video felt so natural to make because I have so much passion about the topic, and my camera actually lasted more than 20 minutes, which we have to stand. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling high vibe, high energy, and I just can't wait to continue on this channel. I know that I'm going to blow up. I know it. I know it, and we don't even need to discuss it. I'm just putting out videos right now so that people can binge in the future. The blow up is gonna happen. Let me know what goals you have, and if you've recently given up on some of them, and if it's made you happier, and let me know why. And let's just share stories, because I feel chained to the things that we said we wanted. You could unwant things and want new things, okay? Here's a video that is made for you. I specially selected it for you because I know that you'll enjoy this video because you enjoyed this one. So get into it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, menaces!